You put it down. You look up. Somehow, it's back in your hand. And you have no idea how it got there. The average person does this around 144 times a day and won't remember most of them. Each time, your phone is quietly taking something from you. Your motivation, the pleasure you get from ordinary moments, even the connection you feel with the people right in front of you. Here's what nobody tells you. That's not a willpower problem. It's not a character flaw. It's chemistry. The same brain chemistry that keeps people hooked on drugs is what keeps your eyes locked on that screen. The good news is that once you understand how it works, you can start taking your attention back. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a simple 4-step plan to do exactly that. The same brain chemistry that keeps people addicted to drugs keeps you scrolling. Our brains give us a nice reward every time we do something they think will help us survive. That reward, dopamine, is produced in the ventral tegmental area and sent to the nucleus accumbens, your brain's pleasure center. When this happens, you feel motivated, driven, high on life. We love that feeling, and we want it to happen more often. So the amygdala and hippocampus work together to link that behavior to memory. That way, you can repeat the thing that gave you the reward. We get that reward for things like hunting and finding food, hanging out with friends, and growing closer to our tribe, mating, which grows the tribe, and learning new information. Our brains love information because learning can promote survival. In its natural state, the brain releases a little bit of dopamine for each activity, just enough to keep you motivated all day. Drugs and alcohol hijack this system by forcing out a flood of dopamine far larger and far faster than anything you'd encounter naturally. Your phone taps into the same circuitry. When you scroll TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or any feed, you take in a stream of novel information in seconds. Whether that information is useful barely matters, because the brain responds to the novelty and surprise on their own. But here's the part that makes it sticky. The reward is unpredictable. Most posts are forgettable, and then you find that one that's super entertaining. Your brain never knows which swipe is going to pay off, so it keeps you swiping. That unpredictability, what researchers call a variable reward structure, is the same mechanism that makes slot machines so hard to walk away from. It's a far stronger driver than a steady, predictable reward would be. A few features stack the deck. The payoff arrives almost instantly and with no effort. The content is engineered with motion, sound, and color to seize the attention. And the story resolves in seconds rather than over the chapters of a book or the miles of a run. Over time, the brain adapts to this constant high level of stimulation by dialing down its sensitivity to dopamine. Fewer active dopamine receptors, a higher threshold for what registers as worthwhile. You become less driven towards the simple things you used to enjoy. This is the same adaptation that drives tolerance and addiction. The result is a contrast problem. Against the baseline your phone has set, a conversation with a friend, dinner with family, or a walk in the park can feel flat. Not because they stopped being rewarding, but because your reward system has been recalibrated to expect more, faster. And here's the last piece. When a behavior is new, the reward hub we just talked about does the heavy lifting. You scroll because you want the payoff. But repeat it enough, and control migrates up and over to the dorsal striatum, your brain's habit center. The action becomes automatic, triggered by cues rather than conscious wanting. That's why the phone is back in your hand before you've decided to pick it up. You're not chasing dopamine anymore. You're running a program. Our phones are a drug, and most of us are addicted. So what can you do? Here's 4 steps to try. Step 1, become aware. Awareness is the foundation, and here's why it's so powerful. Your scrolling has become an automatic habit, running below conscious awareness. The simple, most important thing you can do is drag it back up into the light, because the act of noticing re-engages your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that gives you the power of choice. And choosing differently enough times is what eventually rewires the habit itself. So, next time you catch yourself doom scrolling, pay close attention. Notice how the phone feels in your hand. Notice how your mind and body feel. Notice the emotions coming up, and pay special attention to how you feel after you've been scrolling for a long time. Most people feel burnt out, tired, or depleted. Yours may be different, but the point is the same. Just notice. You're not trying to force yourself to stop. You're just turning the lights on. That's step 1. Step 2, get your number, then set a goal. You cannot change what you don't track. So before you do anything else, get your number. Open screen time on iPhone or digital well-being on Android and look at your daily average screen time. Be ready, because most people badly underestimate their own usage. For context, the average US adult now spends about 7 hours a day in front of a screen, and over 4 hours of that is on the phone. Sit with whatever your real number is. That moment of confrontation matters more than you think. Here's the wild part. Just tracking a behavior tends to change it. Decades of behavioral research show that what's called the reactivity of self-monitoring. The simple act of watching a number with no effort nudges it in the direction you want. Your attention alone is a tool. Then, set a goal. Make it specific. I want to use my phone less does almost nothing. Research on goal setting is clear that specific, slightly challenging goals beat vague ones every time. So don't say less. Say, I'm going from 4 hours to 3 hours a day this week. A real number you can win or miss. Then, make a plan for that moment of temptation. What psychologists call an implementation intention. It's a simple if-then. If I reach for my phone on the couch, then I'll pick up my book instead. People who plan the exact moment and the exact swap follow through far more often than people who just hope they'll resist. Decide your swap before standing in the doorway of the craving. And keep checking that usage number. You're not chasing perfection. You're keeping the dashboard in view. Step 3. Schedule daily screen-free time. Pick a block of time, the same time every day, and go completely screen-free. Consistency is what turns this from a one-off into a new default. I would suggest the morning, because the stimulation you give your brain first thing sets the reference point for your whole day. Spike that reward system with scrolling before you've even had coffee, and everything that comes after, work, conversations, a walk, has to compete with that high. Other activities will feel duller by comparison. So protect your freshest, most focused hours and let the rest of the day rise to meet them. Now, how you put the phone away actually matters. Turn it off, put it in another room, and yes, off. If that feels like too much, put it on Do Not Disturb, but still move it to another room. This isn't arbitrary. Researchers at UT Austin found that just having your phone nearby, even when it's off, even when you're successfully ignoring it, measurably drained people's focus and working memory. Participants performed best when the phone was in a separate room entirely. Part of our brain is always spending energy, not checking. Distance gives that energy back. Start small. Think about how long you could realistically handle without your phone, then add about 5 minutes to that. At the end of your session, sit quietly and notice how you feel. There's often a small release of stress, like something that had been humming in the background just switched off. Pay attention or you'll miss it. Over time, add minutes until you land on a window that feels good for you. Step 4. Protect your conversations. The phone steals the moments that matter most, the ones with the people right in front of you. So protect them on purpose. Before you go hang out with a friend, set an intention for the conversation. Tell yourself, I want to learn more about Mike today. Then, actually go do it. When you have a goal inside the conversation, something to be curious about, you're far less likely to pull your phone out in the middle of their story. This is the same if-then planning from step 2, just pointed at the people you love. Give your attention a job and it stops wandering toward the screen. So that's the plan. Become aware, get your current screen time and set a goal. Schedule daily screen-free time and protect your conversations. None of this is about hating your phone. Your phone is a useful tool. This is about understanding the machinery and taking your power back, one choice at a time. This video is for you, John. I hope it helps. For anyone else, if there's a mental health topic you'd like me to cover next, drop it in the comments.